Chile, we are here. We here. My apologies, y'all. Let me tell y'all, I didn't even leave work today until like almost 7 o'clock. So I got to the studio later than expected. So my apologies for starting the show a little bit late. We had to work through some production issues. But hey, y'all, what's good? Happy Hump Day. Welcome to the Live for London episode 202. As you coming on into the room, what's good? What's up? How you feeling? Let me know how you living, where you at. Shout outs to Rob. Shout outs to Meg. I see y'all already have joined. Hey, 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 hey. What's good? What up, Shay? What up, Mama Mash? I see you joined the room too. Y'all comment. Let me know that y'all are here. Share this stream out. Let your folks know that you watching and they should be watching too. We about to get this thing going and kicked off because we have a lot to discuss and I'm going to do my best to get this done within the hour. Well, I've been doing my pushes. I'm showing y'all a little bit of chest up in here. All right. Got the chest popping out. We're going to keep the clothes on tonight though. So what's good, y'all? Hope y'all week thus far has been great. Let's go ahead and get into what my weekend looked like. My weekend was pretty packed. I slid up to Charlotte, as I mentioned last week, for the Premier Foundation's fundraiser last weekend in Charlotte, North Carolina. It was amazing. Dr. Martez Prince and his team always do a great job, so happy to support that. I don't know how much money they raised yet, but I'm sure they'll be sharing it out, how many scholarships they're going to put out by the end of by graduation season 2020. But that was great. And then I hit the highway to head on back down to the A for Sunday Fun Day evening activities with the ATL family and crew. It was another birthday celebration for our girl Sassy Cassie. And as always, just spending money. Yeah, let me tell y'all. So we found this new spot. Well, it was this new spot that we went to, we slid to. And we weren't going to stay there for food. We were just going to get drinks, have a little turn up, a little hookah, and then go somewhere else for food. Let me tell y'all, I found a spot up here with some fried fish, but even more importantly, some fried shrimp. And as my daddy would call them, they were Hillary Clinton type shrimp because them things were huge. They had a neck on them. You understand? They had the neck on them. So definitely will be hitting that spot again. But y'all, I'm in this weight loss challenge. It ends next Tuesday. I'm trying to win. It's like $500 on the line. So your boy been going to the gym and only focused on eating protein and veggies. No carbs, no sweets, no real alcohol. Even if I do alcohol, even if I do have alcohol, it's just shots or vodka on the rocks. He's struggling. I got 5 more days. I'm ready for this thing to be done, but I'm trying to win. I'm in it to win it. I need the money. Well, I want the money. I want to win. So let me go ahead and jump into this thing. What up, Core? I see Rob, you watching from work. Mama Mash, I know you watching, baby. It is a do-rag because I got the waves on swim under here, and I was like, well, I just put this do-rag on, and the hair team said, well, just put the hat on and go for it. It looked like you maybe been on a safari or something. So yes, it is a do-rag, because why? Because I'm very black. Okay? I'm black, and I own it. I stand in it. That's some part of my power is being black. I'm unapologetically black, and I'm going to be unapologetically black on Live with London for episode 202. Yes, y'all. So let's get into it. Y'all know we kick these things off as people are coming to the room. We do title and artists. Let me go and pull it up. So if you know the lyrics that I'm about to recite, of course, jump into the comments and write the title of the song and the artist who sings it. I'm steady trying to find a motive. Why do what I do? Freedom ain't getting no closer, no matter how far I go. I'm going to give it to you one more time. Drop it in the comments if you know it. I'm steady trying to find a motive. Why do what I do? Freedom ain't getting no closer, no matter how far I go. All right, so that's that. That's all I'm living in. That's all I'm giving y'all. If you know it, chime in the comments who it is, who the artist is, and what the title of the song is, and you get bragging rights this week. But let's go ahead and drop into some. Oh, I had a real quick question too. Question of the day. We're gonna talk about it a little bit later, but it's question of the day for right now, and it's in relation to the spill with London. What are your deal breakers? And or do you even have any deal breakers? Let me know, or sit in it for a minute. Think about it as we progress through the show, because I said we're going to bring it up again after Spill with London. But what are your deal breakers when it comes to a relationship or with dating in general? What are your deal breakers when you wouldn't even want to go out on a date or when you would not want to keep the date going? So, in other news, so let's sit on that for a while. Let's go ahead and get into some of these this pop culture hot topics. I was in Charlotte, North Carolina, but apparently Auntie O was in Charlotte too.
we gonna call it the best of it.
Oh God, he done knocked off Monty hat. But her kitchen title thing, that she good. All right, so real quick, yeah. So Oprah Winfrey, Mrs. Oprah Winfrey, Miss Oprah Winfrey, surprised attendees at the United Negro College Fund, aka UNCF, the 17th annual Maya Angelou Women Who Lead luncheon in Charlotte, North Carolina, where she ended up matching a $1.15 million, matching what they had fundraised, which was a $1.15 million, I guess, campaign, and she matched it with a donation. They had hoped to raise $1 million at the event on Saturday to further its support of HBCUs, and they had already done that with a running tally at the event showing, like I said, 1.15 million. So Oprah said, "Well, we do want to make this the world's record-breaking event. So I'm going to match that gift." So for 2.3 is what they ended up raising total with Oprah's donation. And Oprah quoted in the keynote address saying, "I believe in the power of education. There's nothing better than to open the door for someone else." So shout outs to those who were in attendance at the UNCF annual luncheon, for the ladies who lunch or ladies who lead. And shout outs to Oprah for always, showing us how, inspiring us all to give back in whatever capacity that we can. Real quick, jumping to the comments here. Actually, Party in the USA, that is absolutely not the answer. But it looks like Rob is the winner indeed. Locked Up, Akon, that is definitely it. What up, Kiona? What up, Laura? What up, Shay? What up, Ashley? What up, Kenya? Hey, boo, hey. Knocked off Auntie O'Hare and let her wig show. Right, but hey, she had it sewed down or something probably because the wig ain't going nowhere. It was looking good. That's human hair. Human hair. But speaking of cool things and women just empowering people and inspiring people, let's get into Allison Felix. As many of you likely know, Allison Felix is an Olympic gold medalist, as well, of course, an American track and field sprinter. This past Sunday at the World Athletics Championship, she became the runner with the most gold medals in history. She formerly tied for the most gold medals with Usain Bolt, but he had won 11 prior to his retirement. And but now she is the owner of that most gold medals in championship history. So shout outs to Allison Felix. But here's the real gag. She accomplished this just 10 months after giving birth to her daughter Cameron via C-section. And so on her caption on Instagram, she wrote, "This one is for all my baby mamas." Kind of like, off Sorry, Miss Jackson. Woo. So as soon as I read it, I'm like, oh, that's Andre 3000. So this one is for all my baby mamas. And so she then continued to say in another magazine back in May, "Despite all of my victories, Nike wanted to pay me 70% less than before once she had her baby." And she says that if that's what they think I'm worth now, I'll accept that. But what I'm not willing to accept is the enduring status quo around maternity. I asked Nike to contractually guarantee that I wouldn't be punished if I didn't perform at my best in the months surrounding childbirth. I wanted to set a new standard. If I, one of Nike's most widely marketed athletes, couldn't secure these protections, who could? Nike declined, and they've been at a standstill ever since. And so because of that, Felix dropped her deal with Nike and signed with Athleta in July. And clearly, Allison Felix is still showing the world like what she got, and she can do it all. It ain't just Beyonce now the only one who can do it. She can do it too. And then in addition to that, so then Nike did come back talking about they changed their policy to allow for like 18 months and all this and that BS, but it's too late now. Y'all done lost Allison. But another record breaker took place, and shout outs to this black girl magic even in this photo right here. Shelly Ann Fraser Price, a sprinter and Olympian from Jamaica, became the oldest and first mom to win a world title in the 100-meter sprint. It's the shortest distance race, making it race where athletes run the fastest. Therefore, Fraser Price is now the fastest woman alive. And in this photo with her and Allison, she quoted, "Our journey to motherhood and back is bigger than us and bigger than sport. I believe it's about overcoming, and that is something we all have to do. I have seen the power of the collective, the need to speak your truth. It's a pivotal time for women in sport. We can create change. Women, let's support each other, uplift and encourage, open doors for one another, celebrate and elevate each other. We can all win. This is sisterhood." So shout out to all this black girl magic in his photos, and even like I say, Oprah leading the way with a lot of things. What up, HQ? I see you, babe. But speaking of sports, I don't know if y'all, I know a lot of y'all might not be really into sports, but I kind of am still. But the
This is
NCAA kind of versus California,
But
check this
this
out.
is a major problem for the NC2A.
You obviously brought the
I gotta
bill here
sign
with
this,
you
man.
today. When you put pen to paper right now, what's this going to change and what's it going to do?
It's going to initiate dozens of other states to introduce similar legislation, and it's going to change college sports for the better by having now the interests, finally, of the athletes on par with the interests of the institutions. Now we're rebalancing that power.
All right, well, let's do it.
You ready? Let's do it, man. All right. Now law in California, man.
So this is Governor Gavin Newsom. Basically, he signed a Senate bill so that college athletes can start getting paid. Because currently, based off the NCAA, the National Collegiate Athletic Association, they're not allowed to like get endorsements, sponsorships. They're not allowed to like sign autographs and speaking appearances and get paid for any of that. And California is saying, no, we're not doing it no more. The governor says that, what did he say? He felt strongly that the state needed to address the racial, gender, and economic injustices ingrained in college athletics. I have deep reverence and deep respect for the NCAA and college athletics. I just think the system has been perverted, and this is fundamentally about rebalancing things. It's about equity. It's about fairness. It's about time. Proponents say the bill could be transformative for young athletes, especially those of color and from poor backgrounds. But even as far as when it comes down to creating new opportunities for female athletes who have limited professional opportunities to profit off their abilities in college. Because it's crazy because the NCAA is apparently like $1 billion company or organization, and these college athletes are literally out here getting it just in hopes to make it to the pros. But of course, all of them aren't going to make it to the pros. And I don't remember who it was. Somebody in my circle made the comment that they prefer watching college sports simply because of the fact, those kids really want it versus like the NFL or NBA, they're getting paid to do it. And I'm like, but still, those college athletes, beyond just getting an education, they should be getting something else to help their family. In fact, LeBron said the reason why he didn't go straight to college and the reason why he went straight to the NBA because he wanted to get his mom out of the situation that she was in. So yeah, shout outs to California for, like Ashley says in the comments, for being progressive, because it's certainly necessary. Real talk. But moving along. Where am I at? I'm sure everybody's seen The Verdict, which is part of the reason why I brought up the whole Akon lyrics. Botham Jean, his murderer. I'll play this video first.
We, the jury, unanimously find the defendant, Amber Geiger, guilty of murder as charged in the indictment.
This verdict is for Trayvon Martin. It's for Michael Brown. It's for Sandra Bland. It's for Tamir Rice. It's for Eric Gardner. It's for Antoine Rose. It's for Jamel Roberts. For E.J. Bradford. For Stephon Clark. For Jeffrey Dennis, Genevieve Dawes, for Pamela Turner, for so many unarmed black and brown human beings all across America. This verdict today is for them. Amen. Everybody can raise their hand. This verdict is for them. This verdict is for them.
So prayers out still and positive energy to the John family. Hopefully you guys can be a little bit more at peace with the loss of your son and brother and, everything else that he may have been to you all. I imagine at this point most of you all already know the story, but the backstory to this, so I'm not going to get into details, but the off-duty or the former Dallas police officer Amber Geiger today was actually sentenced to 10 years in prison. And I think the thing is, so apparently, the parents asked for, or his family, both of John's family asked that grace do be shown to her, grace and mercy. And I get it, but, there's still a piece of me that does say to myself, if the shoe would have been on the other foot, what would have been the sentencing? And I'm just going to leave it there, great, thankfully, justice is being served in some capacity, but I still can't help but wonder, if the shoe was on the other foot, what would the sentencing have been? Jumping real quick into the comments. We're not going to talk about it too long, Ashley. Um, I'm for it's about time to start paying athletes. 10 year, yeah. Corey says she needed more years because I feel they gave her the minimum. However, I'm glad justice has finally been served for our community. This is a big win. Right, that's too many names. Shaquinta says somebody gonna get her in jail, especially if she's in general population. 10 ain't enough. Yeah, 10 ain't enough. I think the minimum was 5 years and up to life. But 10 years, in my opinion, just isn't enough based off of the facts. I just don't get how you walk into somebody else's apartment and you pull a gun. This guy was literally sitting on his couch in his pajamas eating vanilla ice cream, watching TV. And apparently you weren't intoxicated. You weren't so tired like you claimed because you were sending sexually explicit messages between you and your work partner who you're planning on meeting up with later that night. So it wasn't none of those things. I just think you probably thought you can get away with it. I don't know what kind of beef you may have had. Maybe he was like stumping too hard because Lord knows my neighbor upstairs. Whoo, child. Whew, I mean, I don't want to kill nobody, but maybe it was just maybe he was making too much noise, and you got tired of making noise. I don't know. You thought you can get away with it, but shout outs again and R.I.P. S.I.P. to both of them, John, and may peace be with his family. But moving along, because I want to keep this moving. I know I started a little bit late. Let's get into other things that took place this past week. Our man TP got his star on the Walk of Fame, which is just so amazing and crazy, like as to why it's so important to pursue your dreams and go after what you want, no matter how many times your back gets up against the wall or you fail. Like, it's just considered lessons learned. So check this out. Actually, first check out Lonnie Love talking about how rich Tyler Perry is. Oh, well, maybe not. So first we'll get into Walk of Fame. My bad. So of course there was Crystal Fox was there from his show The Have and Have Nots. Idris Elba was there and spoke, and Kerry Washington was there as well to speak. All of them there to speak on their friend and their peer Tyler Perry. Here's a photo of his actual Walk of Fame star on the streets of Hollywood Boulevard. That's goals right there. There's to go from homeless and sleeping in your car to being on the Hollywood Walk of Fame because you decided to be unwavering in your pursuit of your own dreams. That's goals. And if that ain't enough, he's opening or having a grand launch celebration, I don't know, for his brand new Tyler Perry Studios. And here's one of the invitations that Lonnie Love shared with us.
You know you got money. You could send an invitation like this.
Hey, Tyler Perry here. Want to give you a personal invite to come out to Imagine This. It's a celebration of the grand opening of the brand new Tyler Perry Studios.
All right.
So if you got a dream, y'all, you got to pursue it and stay in pursuit. Like, don't stop. Like, don't stop. Get it. Because I think my man Tyler Perry right here is just proof enough in the pudding of what can be done if you just pursue it. Now, I feel like in Atlanta, there are like probably like 10 names that are always like known if you, or at least associated with Atlanta, in my opinion. And so with that being the case, let's jump from talking about Tyler Perry to our man Gucci Mane, who I think he said he made music, he made movies, he made Tyler Perry sales or something like that. So a couple thoughts. Shout outs for one, Gucci, get your money. You know what I'm saying? And it makes sense. This collaboration was long overdue between you and the actual designer Gucci. I just want to say though, Gucci, the company, I ain't forgot the blackface situation on the sweater. I'm just gonna put it out there. Gucci, get your bag. Gucci Mane, get your bag. You know, because he is the new face of their Spring Summer 2020 collection, the Gucci Cruise campaign. But get your bag, Gucci Mane. But Gucci, I ain't forgot. Seeing Gucci Mane with this Gucci stuff ain't gonna make me no difference. I'm not running down about no Gucci. Me myself. That's just me. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts. But definitely like it's money all over in this thing. But yeah, Gucci Mane, get your bag. But Gucci, the brand, the design of the label, I ain't forget. It was just what, 8 months ago, maybe 10 months ago. So well, maybe it's been almost a year. No, probably about 10 months ago. It ain't been quite a year yet with y'all blackface campaign. So on that sweater, I ain't forget that. And speaking of, I want to get to live with London. I mean, with Spill with London soon. Talking about fashion. Our girl Cardi B has been slayed Paris Fashion Week 2019. Let's go ahead and get into a couple of these looks that she was serving. She said, 10 different looks, and my looks all killed because she bodied a few of these right here. Oh, check this video out.
Poppin', baby. I heard you bitches was missing me in Fashion Week New York.
Excuse the language.
I'm here to serve it to y'all motherfuckers. And serve it to you cold. You bitches could really never. Hey,
Open it up, guys. I got it. Come on. Open it up, guys.
So extra.
Madam, excuse me, mom. Excuse me, mom,
They
madam.
sure car don't hit me. Cause a bitch can't see.
Now, if we got this right, this is one of the other looks that she wore. This was so that floral print full suit. I mean, a full jacket with belts, pleated skirt, tights, shoes, gloves, face mask, hoodie. All of that was like Richard Quinn. Literally, she was in head to toe floral print. This right here is apparently like Tom Brown. I'm assuming I'm saying the names right. Who else we got? We got. Oh nope. Wrong thing. We got her in this purple piece by Etta Gimes. She look bad in this. Baby bad in that right there. And then the final look that I want to share is one in her Chanel fit. Because of that, because something took place. Cardi is super special. I agree with you, Ashley. But so, speaking of Paris Fashion Week and Chanel, I don't know if any of y'all have seen this, but somebody, a blogger from, I believe it was France, straight up crashed the catwalk. Check these two videos out, y'all. Now wait, you gotta check this one out. The model's looking like, what? What's going on? Check this one out. I mean, she said, I'm jumping in this thing too. Ain't nobody gonna stop me. What? Watch this. Security going to get her, but they probably can't even tell which one she is at this point because she was rocking a Chanel suit too, and it kind of was blending right in, right? Y'all share this stream out if you watching episode 202. Yes, y'all. Check it out. Gigi Hadid was like, nah, sis, you gonna get up off this catwalk. I own this catwalk. You gonna get up off this catwalk. You didn't mess up my bag. Like, you see, she grabbed her, y'all. She legit grabbed her and was like, nah, sis. Like, stood in front of her like, nah, it ain't going down. It ain't happening. Like, no. So, shout outs to Paris and the Fashion Week. Maybe one day I'll get to sit front row with Anna because Anna was there too, sitting front row as well. My boy Randy, my bro, Randy gonna make it happen. I'm counting on you, Randy. So, let's go. It's about that time. We flying through this thing. Cause Spill with London. Remember at the top of the hour, I asked you guys again. Question of the day is, what are your deal breakers? Cause I need to know. What are your deal breakers? So keep that in mind as I'm going through this letter or this email that I received from. I don't forget the boy name. Who was it? Gerard. He said I can call him Jerry though. So if ever you want to share some secrets with the world, with the viewers and myself, or you want some advice, shoot me an email at spillwithlondon@gmail.com. I would be glad to change your name if you want me to change your name, but you got to say so in the email. Or not give a name at all, I'll just give you a fake name, whatever it may be. So let's go ahead and get into it. But again, if you ever got something you want to share with the world, send me an email at spillwithlondon@gmail.com, and I'll be glad to take it to the viewers. All right, so here we go. Share this stream out because it's about to get good, right? Get even better right now because we halfway through the show. All right, so this email says, "Hi, London. Welcome back. My name is Gerard, but you can call me Jerry. I live in Marietta, and I'm born and raised here. But of course, I work in the city and play in the city. I work in the city and play in the city as well. I mean, I guess you mean like go out in the city. I turned 30 in May, and for the past 2 years, I've been figuring out life, particularly when it comes to dating. I have yet to find someone that it works with beyond a month or even a couple of days. So my question for you is, what are your deal breakers? I'm wondering if I'm too critical or my expectations are too high." So I, of course, read this email earlier today, and I said to myself, like, what are my deal breakers? And not that I don't feel like I don't have them, but I think sometimes, well, I'll let y'all catch up. I know there's a delay. I'm going to check these comments. What up, Patrick? What up, Miss Shaniqua? What up, Ebony? She said not today regarding Chanel. But yeah, chime in what y'all deal breakers are. So I think for me, when it comes down to deal breakers, I feel like it's gonna always vary. So your deal breakers, I feel like, vary from dating to once you're in a relationship. And then even once you're in that relationship, how long have y'all been in the relationship? So let's just say deal breakers for me currently, if I had to name some, you don't have a source of income. That's a deal breaker. Straight up. And notice that I didn't say you don't have a job. Because see, you might be a trust fund kid. You may have saved up a whole lot of money in no time and you retire early because you already made $1 million. I don't know. So I'm not going to say, oh, you ain't got no job. That's a deal breaker. No, you don't have income. That's a deal breaker for me. Period. Top of the deal breaker list. Then from there, I need you to at least be able to hold a conversation. And this is just to date me, to be going out on dates with me. I need you to be able to hold a conversation, to where you're like actively listening, and to where you are participating in the dialogue. Because I don't want to do a monologue if I'm out on a date. Y'all chime in what y'all deal breakers are too. In addition to those things, I need you to be attractive to me. Not attracted to me. I want you to be attracted to me as well, but I need to at least be able to look at you. I ain't saying you got to be this, that, and the third, but I need to be at least attractive to me. Maybe it's your smile, maybe it's your eyes, maybe it's just the way you be dressed. I don't know. But those are some of my deal breakers. Now, Gerard, you didn't say whether or not you're the one who be like, I'm done dating you, or whether or not they just stop calling you or responding to your text, whether or not they just go ghosting you. I'm not sure. But you're wondering if you're too critical or your expectations are too high. I will say this much. So, in addition to having an income, I would prefer if somebody like had a place of their own, if they had a car, if they, I don't know, what else it could possibly be. If they just dress decently. I'm not saying that I need you to be driving a Mercedes-Benz or BMW or a Range Rover. I'm not saying I need you to be living in a penthouse condo. I'm not saying I need you to be dressed in Burberry and Tom Ford and all that kind of stuff. Now, if that's what your expectation is, Jerry, then yeah, you might be being, your expectations might be too high, or maybe a little displaced is how I might put it. And then when it comes down to too critical, I used to be the guy who, how can I put this? I would judge if you tipped, or like how much you tipped. Like if you tipped like low, that was being a little too critical of people. But I did pay attention. I paid attention to like small details with things. But let me jump into the comments and see what other people are saying. I'm seeing what people are saying. Bad credit. The honesty is a deal breaker for Megan. Saying, what up, cousin Kelvin? Corey says, deal breaker for me is not allowing me to be my true, authentic self. Yes, y'all. Yes. What up, Peaches in the room? Meg says, ambition. Ashley says, being bland like Becky's Sunday pot roast. Have a sense of humor or deuces. Bland like Becky's Sunday pot roast. Shay says, hot, cold communication, no funds, lack passion, lacks accountability, drama, baggage, no car. Those, you summed it up, I think, perfectly, Shaquinta. Because I definitely feel like if you ain't got no ambition, we can't talk. Or if you ain't passionate about something, even to the extent if you're not kind. And so then my thing turns into, though, so I think when people ask that question, though, as well, especially those who are in relationships, it turns into like, so I'm going to say something, and y'all let me know y'all thoughts. I can totally, at this point in my life, feel like I can stay in a relationship if you stepped outside or you cheated. But what I can't do is if you steal from me. If you stole from me, we done. Like, if you done messed up my finances in some capacity, or like ruined my credit, I don't even know, because you can't ruin my credit. That ain't gonna happen. I ain't putting you, we ain't gonna let that happen. But like, if you stole something from me, we done. Like, I can handle cheating. Lying, I'm gonna catch you in it anyways. I ask questions. When I feel like you're lying, I ask a lot of questions. But if you steal from me, we probably gonna even box. Yeah, we might have to box. But I can't deal with you if you're stealing. Jump back into the comments real quick. Keep chiming in with what your deal breakers are, y'all. Rob says have a job, have a place to stay, be groomed, have a passion for travel. That's real. Making money. The person would want a home, a nice bank account for us in the future, and also love spending time with family and friends. Everything else can come with time. Corey says not family oriented or a clingy type of person. Patrick chimes in and says, here's the thing. Your expectations are exactly that, expectations. Don't settle for less because at some point you are going to become disconnected should you settle for less than what you want/expect. That is so real, Corey. So real, Patrick, excuse me. Shaniqua says, small details matter the most, for sure. What up, William? I see you joined the room. What's good? Shaniqua says, am I able to build with you? Drew says, a whole thief. Rob says, cheating is ultimately, get out now. And Shay says, don't steal so I can pay my bills. Yeah, so like I say, for me, I think, and I think too, like I said, I think it depends on the stage of where you are as far as dating or relationships, whether it's something new, whether it's something you've been in for 3-4 years, whether it's something you've been in for 10-15 years. I'm a firm believer that you don't possess people. And so because I don't possess nobody and don't even want to necessarily be possessed, I'm not with them 24/7, and I can't control what may come across their way that they might want to be interested in. I'd rather them test them waters out and see what they want to do, and if that's what you want to do, and stay there, then you do your thing. But let me know. But I know what I'm not trying to do is you stealing from me. Like if we stealing, that's a whole nother level of disrespect to me. For me, at this point in my life. She says religion. That's true. Teddy says inconsistency, and I'm done. So, Gerard, you didn't really tell me what your expectations were, so I really can't help you much when it comes to that. But like I say, those are my deal breakers. If you're watching, you see what the other viewers' deal breakers are as well. Because I don't know if your expectations are too high. You didn't say what your expectations are, so you didn't help me much. Sorry, guy. But you can always respond back maybe and let me know in some other weeks. Maybe you'll respond tonight. I don't know, and I'll talk about it next week. I'll do a follow up perhaps. But let me go ahead and move along because time is getting away from me, y'all. So real quick, we talked about deal breakers. I've been reading them as they've been coming in. So I want to touch on this real quick. Since we were on relationships with this spill with London, there's a difference between somebody who wants you and somebody who would do anything to keep you. Remember that. So, especially when you enter into new situations or new situationships, whatever it may be, I think, especially when it comes down to that sign of what Taylor just mentioned, if you're inconsistent, then I'm done. Because there is a difference. There's a vast difference between somebody who wants you and somebody who would do anything to keep you. If somebody's really, really, truly interested in you, you're going to hear from them often. Like, straight up. And I don't care how busy somebody is. If it's something new and they're really interested in you, you're going to hear from them, I feel like, on the daily. And it might not be them calling you or texting you. It may be them sending you flowers one day. It may be them cash apping you $15 for lunch. Y'all hear me, right? Do you hear me? Do you feel me? Do I need to say it louder for the people in the back? It's those little things that let you know that you're on their mind. You know what I'm saying? Especially like if it's somebody that's in the entertainment industry. You know what I'm saying? They might not always have their phone in or they might not always have time to call or text, but they do little things. They have their assistants do what they need to do to make sure that you are good. All right. Jumping back into the comments real quick. Rob says, but I think if the person you're dating knows you, they will know what your deal breakers or expectations are. If they want to be with you, they will meet them. Patrick says deal breaker is someone without drive and motivation to better themselves. Hey, what up, Marquita? I see you, girl. You say agreed to what's up here on the screen. Yeah, like that's just so real. There's just a vast difference between somebody who wants you and somebody who would do anything to keep you. And sometimes, unfortunately, the ones who would do anything to keep you, we don't appreciate because of how we can tell how much they want us. So it's I don't know. It's like, I don't know why people always want to go after the person who, or mostly go after people who don't really want them, who just show a little interest. Keep the flame lit just to keep it lit. But they ain't really trying to spark no real fire like this person who, would do anything to keep you. So y'all just keep it in mind. That's some of my advice. But as y'all know, we are now in October. So it's going to be a lot of like just horror movies, all that kind of going on, and people just being crazy in the streets. But if y'all were riding in the car through town and y'all saw this following scene, what would you do?
What the fuck is happening? Gotta go. Get me out.
All I know is ain't no way. Ain't like and shout out real quick. What up, Sharma girl? I see you in the room too. What up, babe? Rob, I'll definitely make sure I get it posted up. What up, good Stokes? Will Hill, okay. He says, oh really? Is that the way it's supposed to work? I'm assuming you mean it in regards to the post that I had put up. But I just feel like you just have to know people, like, and when you get to know them, if y'all both mutually interested in each other, then you're like, it's an effort on both people's part. Is how I would put it. Definitely an interest on both people's part to have to take place in order to make anything work. Teddy says, "Oh, H no." Patrick said, "I get up out of that place real quick." They were driving too slow for me. That was my thing. So Marquita McGirl says, "Drive fast as hell." I ain't that damn nosy. I know that's right. Like, cause to me, it reminded me of the movie Us. For those who went and saw Us, with Lupita them, like the only thing they weren't doing was holding hands and wearing the same outfits. Like, it's no way I'd have been like driving slow. Like, foot would have been full throttle on the gas, getting up out of there. Now, speaking of getting up out of places. Let's bring up the Bronx Zoo. I don't know how many of you all have seen this. Well, let me preface that. I'm gonna preface this before I go there. So, because I like to watch things and I pay attention to news and I watch documentaries at times on Netflix, this past Friday, as I was packing my stuff for Charlotte, I was watching 2020. And it was talking about Siegfried and Roy and just how amazing their act used to be, this and the third, blah, 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 blah. Well, as y'all know, like, Roy got attacked by one of his animals, Monteclair, I believe was his name. One of his white tigers, Monteclair. These animals, like, lived with them. They had, like, a compound with, like, 50-some plus animals, elephants, giraffes, tigers, leopards, cheetahs, all kind of stuff. They used to get in the pool with these big old lions, all kind of stuff, like... be in bed with them, they'd just be laying on the floor, all kind of stuff. But nonetheless, Roy ended up getting bit by one of the animals, by Monteclair. And based off of like what I watched, I don't really think the animal was trying to hurt Roy. I do think he was trying to protect him and he was grabbing him like he would have grabbed a cub. But of course, a cub has thicker skin, or another lion has thicker skin than what a human being does. So of course he bleeds. But nonetheless, let's get into why I'm talking about that. This woman, she calls herself Queen Empress _ Maya Lurie, does the following and puts it up on Instagram at the Bronx Zoo. Check it out.
Yeah, grandmother, come over, get me.
You're supposed to do that.
I can do that. No. I want to get closer to you. I'm sorry.
You're not supposed to do that.
As her friends telling her, you ain't supposed to do that.
Go ahead and crawl in there and see what happens.
Watch the lion. Watch the lion. He like, y'all see this bit? She for real. Yeah. Somebody come get this woman. Look at the lion. The lion like, she crazy.
Yeah, you don't. I know.
Y'all, do you see this lion? I'm gonna play this back. I got to play this back.
Listen to her. She is. I know.
This lion, that lion was like,
grandmother, come over.
is she serious? Lion minding his own business, and she steps up into this lion's like territory.
You're not supposed to do that.
So what she says in her caption on Instagram is, I'm the lioness. And, y'all talking about y'all a lion, but when you see a real one, you scared. I ain't scared of nothing. I ain't scared of nothing breathing, is what she said. Look at this lion. This lion is like, is she said, he almost like, y'all better come get this girl. Y'all better come get this woman before I take her out. He almost looking like, where the cameras? Because I know I'm getting punked. This line is like, I am not having it. He didn't know what to do. He was so confused.
Tell her to get back.
Anywho, so yeah, this woman, y'all don't do that like this at the zoo. Because if this lion would have pounced on her, let's see if she could have talked to it then and talked it down. And then jumping into the comments real quick. What up, Saleha? Petra says the lion tamer. Drew says the name says it all. She clearly is not right upstairs. Y'all, even the caption she wrote, it was a lot. Teddy says she is dumb. And Shay says it's nah. Will says it's a shame she lived. Patrick says the lady is off her rock. She may be queen of whatever, but was about to fall bit into the king of the jungle. That's so real. Meg says it seemed easy for her to crawl over the fence. Yeah, now that's another thing. So the zoo says it's a zoo. We don't want to have like cages and fences so high because it takes away from the experience. Like, we have people who sort of we want to keep it as natural as possible. But I'm like, in my eyes, I was like, if that lion would have jumped on her, I know I would have took off because that lion can easily jump that little fence. Just like she stepped over it, that lion could have got out of there, in my opinion. So I don't know whether they got that thing on tranquilizers or what, but that lion was looking like, is this really happening? Ashley says, oh, she was trying to die in all caps. That is so true. She really was. She had done lost her mind. But also, let's get into Tracy with her 5. Tracy Ellis Ross, our girl, I love, our girlfriend, Joan. Let's get into it. She gives us 5 commandments on staying forever young. Check it out.
Come on, girls, work with me. 5 commandments for staying young. 1, giggle as much as possible. 2, get your sleep. Gotta get your sleep. People say sleep when you're dead. I don't agree. Sleep when you're tired. That's what you do if you can. Drink so much water. Like, seriously. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. 4, have as much sex as possible. Sorry, Mom, but it's true. Brings out the best in your skin. And 5, love with a full and open heart. You'll stay young forever, I swear.
Real words, real advice from our original girlfriend, Tracy Ellis Ross. Check out on Blackish and Mixedish as well. Like, she likes executive producing that. Yeah, great commandments. I personally feel like I try my best to do all 5. I was about to say every day. That'll take me out. So maybe not every day, but often, as often as possible. At least 4 out of 5 of those things I try to do every day. Okay, y'all can figure out which 4 of those it may be. But yeah, shout out to Tracy Ellis Ross for sharing her her 5 commandments. Marquita says, I want to know who she be hunching. Me too. Because you don't never see her with no man. So I'm sure, like, well, who it is, sis? Because you sure keeping secrets. But she might have a rotation, though. Tracy just might have a rotation. Hey, ain't that... Get it how you live, Tracy. We see you. Because she shows, like, sorry, mama, but I'm out here hunching. I am. I'm grown and I'm still hunching. But yeah, I definitely want to follow those commandments. But another thing before I close out the show is Lizzo made a post, and shout outs to, I can't remember who shared it or I saw it. I think it was Dana. She said, say this with me. In addition to living by Tracy's 5 commandments, I think that we should definitely do this in front of the mirror. It says, say this with me. And repeat your name. I'm going to say, I, London Reeves, am a winner. I win in my business. I win in love. I win in life. Because that's what winners do. And repeat it 3 times in the mirror. Your blessings are in the palm of your hands, taking and speaking into existence. Y'all, speaking things into existence is so real. And I think when we just repeat it, and believe it, like, it comes to fruition. So even if you're not in the best of places or in the best of circumstances, like, I believe you can speak and will your way to those places. Because it's all, like, in your subconscious. Like, you gotta just train it and speak what you want over your life. And do the work. Because it's going to require work. Like, I think it would be crazy to want to be, a talk show host and not be talking to nobody or not be trying to do what I can in any type of way to make that happen one day. So you got to do the work too as well, but speak what you want over your life. Watch it come to fruition. Rob says, I love her energy. That's just me 3. Shay says, sis glowing. She getting something Maxwell voice regards to Tracy. Tracy out here is glowing. Y'all go check out her product too. Let me know how that product worked for the ladies. But y'all, hope y'all week has been phenomenal. Y'all, I can't front. I'm so ready for, like, I think I might just weigh myself, like, on Sunday and just submit whatever weight it is. Because, I really want to win this money. But your boy just really want, like, I just want some cake. I want some cake and some drinks. A good drink. A good margarita or something. Like, just a good mixed cocktail. I don't know. But these 2 days working out and all of that, I'm just like, I'm going to keep that up too. But I just want to be able to eat whatever I want to eat without thinking about it. But y'all have an amazing week. Rest of your week. I always feel like once we get to Thursday, I can make it the rest of the week with no problem. I'm so happy that y'all actually got the title and artist tonight. Shout outs to Rob. Rob is like one of the OGs for title and artists. Thank y'all again for joining me. If you did not already, go ahead and share this stream out so that people can watch the replay or the recorded version, because it's going to post to Facebook anyways. Y'all, we are well over on our way to 1,000+ likes and followers to the Live Belinda page. So if you are watching and you haven't liked the page yet, go ahead and like the page as well. Big things coming this October. We're going to have a great time. We're going to finish Q4 strong, because fourth quarter matters in every game, every championship. And what Lizzo say? That's what winners do. So let's get out here. Let's win. I'm sure these comments one more time. Okay, we good. Like, we all caught up on comments. I'm about to get ready to sign off. I love y'all. I thank y'all. I wish absolutely the best for everybody. And I will see y'all next week for episode we in season 2. For episode 203. Currently untitled, because it's going to depend on what happens during the week. I was going to title this episode Serving It Cold. But I say, they might not understand that they never watched that Cardi B video yet. But anyways, okay, I'm sitting just talking. I'm going to sign off for real. All right, y'all, be easy. Remember, like I said in 6, try to close out every show. Live a little, laugh a lot, love hard, and don't stop. Get it, get it. Get it, get it. Don't stop. Get it, get it. I want to say, don't stop. Pop that. Let me see. But no, don't stop. Get it, get it. Get it, get it. Don't stop. Get it, get it. All right, for real. Have a great weekend. I'll see y'all next week, next Wednesday at 9:45 p.m. Peace out.